Hello, and welcome to the Empire of Kindness. I'm your host, Matthew McInnis. We're here to explore and celebrate the forms, value, and stories of kindness. Today, I'm going to talk about a personal experience I had of enacting kindness in the form of a fairly mundane act of generosity. Stick with me. The unhoused are everywhere. You may call them homeless. Every city has them. You see them every day. They stand or sit on street corners with signs that proclaim their profound need for help. We've all looked and looked away, afraid to make eye contact. Why? Often, people live in fear that they will be taken advantage of. Generally speaking, we think we know that most of the panhandlers we see will use our help to buy drugs or alcohol. We think we're being lied to. Do they really need help, or are they just lazy and manipulative? These are natural human sentiments of suspicion and self-preservation that are fueled by what we're told about the homeless. Look, I won't pretend that I don't have the same thoughts when I see a panhandler at a street corner. I don't give to everyone who asks. For one thing, that's unsustainable. I'm not rich, and I'm assuming you aren't either. We have to be careful to give where we can do good in the world. Or so we think. We want to make a difference with our charity, our generosity. We don't want to be taken advantage of. We want to feel good about our impact and not ashamed of it. Again, this is normal and reasonable. However, kindness is not about personal reward. It's about the choice to be kind, regardless of the impact. My story is about a very specific moment. I was driving and came to a stop at a traffic light, as we all must. On my left was a man in a chair holding two things. One was a small dog, and the other was a sign. The dog was quiet and still, eyes partly closed. He was obviously comfortable with the man and content to be held. He was also very cute, dull white and a little shaggy. I was immediately taken by the dog and his behavior. The sign said, "We both need food." There was no pretense, no clever wordplay. The man was also still, comfortable with his dog, and not engaged in pressure. I made eye contact with him, not something we usually find easy in these situations, and he smiled at me. I was struck by the honesty of his sign and the forthrightness of his smile. The short version of this story is that I rolled down my window and held out $5. He got up, still holding the dog, and said, "Thank you." I said, "Bless you both." I hoped he would make use of the money to feed them both. I was moved. Now, was I hoodwinked? Did this man exploit my emotions and my love of dogs? Maybe. But maybe I did something that made both of their lives a little better for a little while. I choose to believe the latter. Ultimately, we don't get to choose the way our kindness blossoms. We only get to plant the seeds. I saw a man and a dog asking for help, and I chose to believe them. The net result was that I felt good. I didn't need to make sure the money was used in a way I approved. I just needed to feel I'd been kind. And that's the point. Kindness doesn't need proof of intent or of results. It needs to come from within and express our choice, our inner need. Was I affected by my love of dogs? Certainly. Does that mean I was exploited? Maybe. But I choose to believe I did some good that day. It was easy, effortless even, and I will always remember the looks on the faces of the man and the dog. That's my story for today. I hope you found some meaning in it, and I hope it inspires you to feel good about being kind, even when you don't know what impact you've had. If you like this story, consider sharing it, or take your next opportunity to help someone even if you don't know what they'll do with the help. I would love to include your stories of kindness in the future. Let me know what you think of this story. Have you had a similar experience? Have you done or seen an act of kindness that moved you? Let me know, and I'll share it. I want to celebrate everyday kindness because we don't see it enough. Share what you can by emailing me at matthew@theempireofkindness.com. Leave your name, and I'll share that too. Remember, kindness first, kindness always. Let's build an empire of kindness.